We are less than 20 days away, not from the McDonald's bring back the snack wrap, but 20 days away from summer officially starting. But instead of packing up the suitcase for a summer vacay, many Americans are holding off plans that involve travel.
Queen City News Chief Business Correspondent Taylor Young joining us now.
Well, this is kind of a bummer as we typically start to get excited for the most active months of the year.
Yeah, especially after seeing record high traveling over the last couple of years following the pandemic, right? But 4 days into June, we've already seen summer hotel bookings down. We've seen airfare fall, even though prices have dropped, which you don't normally see during the summertime. But that's really because less people are booking flights and more Americans are opting for staycations, which I do think could be fun and relaxing. But a recent survey by Bankrate found that less than half of Americans are planning to travel this summer. While that's not much lower than what we saw last year, it does, however, highlight an ongoing slowdown compared to the travel surge, again, that we saw just 3 years ago. Now, as for why more people are staying put this summer, cost and affordability was the #1 reason. According to economists, it's also because recent tariffs and fears of possible recession or layoffs are prompting people to kind of approach summer travel as a let's kind of wait and see if we're going to do this or not. I will say there are 2 other reasons, top reasons, why people aren't traveling. The second was they just weren't interested in traveling this summer, which I think is interesting. And the third was they don't have enough time off of work, which I also do think is a pretty big bummer.
Yeah.
We all need a break.
We do.
And a vacation now.
Especially
and then.
compared to other countries. They have a lot of vacation
They
time
do.
compared
Holidays.
to the U.S. All right, so speaking of other countries, is this a U.S. thing or is this also like international travelers?
So we are actually seeing a rapid decline in overseas travelers coming to the United States for travel, and that's expected to kind of continue into the summer months. And while this also could be tied to cost and affordability, we are seeing travelers from other countries actively boycotting the U.S. right now. It is believed that this is tied to ongoing tensions around trade and concerns over immigration policies. According to Oxford Economics, international visits dropped by 12% year over year in March, and that number is expected to continue to increase.
Do we think that that's going to be a long-term thing?
Well, I think let's look at the numbers first on exactly how much of an impact this could have on the economy, right? Because it's estimated that these overseas travelers spent upwards of $180 billion in the U.S. last year. So if we see that decline, I mean, that's going to have a massive ripple effect on the economy. And, I think that economists don't expect this to be a forever thing, but I think we're going to have to wait and see how those tensions kind of play out and if that boycott eventually kind of lifts. But right now, we're kind of seeing the beginning of people not wanting to travel to the U.S.
Okay, all right. Chief Transportation Correspondent, no, Chief Transportation, we're talking about Transportation, Chief Business Correspondent, giving us the latest on that. Taylor, thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.